Alrighty, folks. Welcome to, I guess this will be Monday. But I don't know if I should be saying Monday because I might use these next year. And I'm going to be a little off. So I'm not going to talk about all that stuff and who's what periods and everything because you never know. I might use these again next year. So, review. Today we are talking about the achievements of the Islamic culture of Muslims of the Middle East and what we use from them today, and Mehmed. We're going to talk about Mehmed first. All right, so review. This was all in your notes that you took last week. Preview. What do you notice about Constantinople in both pictures? Name one thing you remember about Constantinople. Remember, we talked about that at the beginning of the year, and find people that remember something different than you. All right, so we'll do that also. All right, what we'll see today. End of the Byzantine Empire. Constantinople changed to Istanbul. Artillery, gunpowder used for the first time against Constantinople, and the Ottoman Turks rule a large area of the Middle East. All right, so Mehmed, or Mehmed the Conqueror, Mehmed II, he is leader, or in Islam culture, the Sultan, just means leader of the Ottoman Empire. Conquered Constantinople, destroying the Byzantine Empire. Created the first Muslim empire. All right, so Constantinople. Again, you have, this is where Europe meets Asia. So you have furs coming from North Europe, grain coming from Central Europe, cloves, sandalwood, pepper coming from India, silk coming from China, wine, cork from Spain and France, tin, iron coming from England, ivory, gold from Africa. So what do you see here? Everything comes here and they trade it at Constantinople. Okay, Constantinople, however, again, home of the Hagia Sophia, home of walls that are going to be able to be almost impenetrable, meaning they cannot be penetrated. You cannot get in. So like Mr. Trump, and he talking about his walls that haven't been built yet, this is like, these walls were actually there, okay? So if you want to learn more about the walls, you can put in this YouTube link that I put up. But basically, there is an inner wall, and there is an outer wall, and another inner wall. Okay, so if we see here down at the bottom, you've got to cross this water. People are firing at you from up here if you're trying to get across. You've got guards on all of these posts, so it's very hard to get into Constantinople. Again, why do they have this? Because people are trying to get in, main hub of trade, and, it's tough to get in, obviously. So, we have Constantinople here, and we see all of the many walls that are around in green. So it's very tough to get in. However, Mehmed, he has this new thing called a cannon that can shoot artillery, gunpowder, 1,000 miles per hour. Again, going back to the video, it takes a while, but the Ottoman Turks take Constantinople. Basically, he continues to fire at the walls over and over and over again, and eventually they break. So the Ottoman Turks interrupt trade along the Silk Road. Guess who is controlling trade now? That is the Ottoman Turks. So again, it was the Byzantine Empire. Now it is the Ottoman Empire. So on your notes page, all right, I will put these. This is kind of all over. And then I will put the YouTube link. Make sure you watch that because and there will be questions over that. But it's pretty enjoyable. It is no longer the Byzantine Empire. It is no longer Constantinople. It is conquered by the Mehmed and the Turks and became the Ottoman Turk Empire. So it went from Byzantine Empire to the Ottoman Turk Empire, or just known as Ottoman Empire, which will last until World War I. So this Ottoman Empire will last for 500 years. Constantinople is now Istanbul. Istanbul, no longer Constantinople. Make sure you watch the video. So, conquered again Constantinople, destroying the Byzantine Empire. Mehmed II, the conqueror, took control of Constantinople, renamed Istanbul, established Ottoman Empire. Istanbul became capital and still is the capital of Turkey today, which is where Istanbul is today as well. And the Hagia Sophia, remember, which was sort of a non-Muslim Christian thing, all right, now becomes a mosque. So, was mainly Christian empire, now is a mosque. All right, fall of Constantinople led to the age of exploration, as people are going to start to explore out, and we'll talk about that probably next semester. All right, then you have, hold on just a second, I'm not sure if I want to go here yet. All right. All right, hopefully you got a good stretch in there. Now we are moving on. We're going to talk Suleiman later. Now we are going to Muslim and Arab contributions. So, preview 1 through 6. All right, what do all these things have in common? All right, we've got what looks like a solar eclipse there. We've got some medicine. We've got some pull of the sun, gravitational pull, all the spring tide, all that type, high tide, low tide, roll tide if you're an Alabama fan. Don't look at me like that, Blaine. All right, so we got some numbers, we got some hearts, we got some medicine. Today we will learn the contributions that Muslims and Arabs had on science and math, medicine, and art and architecture. So, describe the sun's eclipses and proved that the moon affects the ocean's tides. All right, this is an Arab contribution. We did not know this yet. Also improved the astrolabe. Sailors use this tool to locate their position at sea. Also use this tool to confirm that the earth is round. Remember, there was a big argument about that. Yeah. Some of you, like Kyrie Irving, think that the earth is flat. But the astrolabe, we knew this 600 years ago, folks, that the earth is round. And if you eventually keep going and going and going, that you're going to fall off. That's not the case. All right, science and math continued. Muslims are considered the founders of chemistry, something you will learn about in high school. Al-Razi was the first scientist to label substances, animal, vegetable, or mineral. Math and science continued. Persian scholar Al-Khwarizmi invented algebra. Okay, y equals mx plus b, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, all that good stuff. And not Roman numerals. No, he and another scholar borrowed symbols 0 through 9 from the Hindu scholars. These numbers were passed to Europeans. Today, they are known as Arabic numbers. So, we have to thank the Arab contributions, because if not, guess how our numbers would be? They would look like this. Roman numerals. No, thank you. I like my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you do too. Medicine. Arab doctors discovered that blood circulates to and from the heart. So you got to keep the heart healthy, right? What's the number one leading cause of death today? Heart disease. Doctors diagnose certain diseases such as measles and smallpox. Ibn Sina wrote the book of Canon of Medicine, which described how diseases were spread and analyzed medicines. Arabs also created the first medical school for doctors. This seems smart, right? If we're going to have people save our lives and help us out, they all probably need to go to good schools. So like Brown, John Hopkins, we have some schools in America that are really known for their medical school program. This idea comes from Arab doctors. Art and architecture, we have the Taj Mahal, somewhat known for being like, anytime you're saying something is really nice, you can say it's the Taj Mahal of schools. It's the Taj Mahal of baseball stadiums. The Taj Mahal. So the Mughal ruler Shah Jahan built the Taj Mahal as a tomb for his wife. It is considered one of the most beautiful buildings in the world. So you can go see that today. Now at the bottom, inside. So your notes, I will put these up there. Muslim contributions, science and math, medicine, and art and architecture. These are the main ones you need to know. And hopefully you should have a good idea of these already from the bookwork we did in your graphic organizer last week. All right, so tomorrow we will get more into Suleiman and Shah Abbas. I think we have one more day in the Middle East, and we will move on to Africa. And we will be kind of combining some of these to get ready for your benchmark December 14th, folks. So make sure you're doing these. Biggest part of your grade is actually doing the play posits. If you didn't know, I've tried to make that clear. So make sure you're doing these, folks, and you should be fine.